I knew it the night before my father passed. He said, give daddy a kiss. Mind you, I was in second grade at the time. You never know, I might not be here. And I looked at him and I knew, and I knew he knew because usually you'll know at some point, it was just one of those things. And then the next day, he never woke up and it was just a fluke. However, he has visited me, over the years. So, I live my world in two worlds, I guess, so to
Yeah.
speak. Like this is just like a radio wave, different frequencies.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was right
Ability.
after yeah, it was right after my dad died. My gram said, "You're psychic," because she would tell us psychic stories. She would just say things so flippantly, "Oh, I saw whatever, 3 dead monks, I don't know, whatever." I'm like, "Okay, whatever." It was like, "Okay, whatever." I was never frightened of it because I have a
Okay.
really big, strong belief in God, and God created everything, including negative energies. So I was taught at that same time how to handle if I ever come across something, negative, I call it. Grew up very fast, after the passing of my dad. So that was one thing that, your life shifts because you're
Mhm.
still in the physical plane. So you still have physical, requirements. I think that's a very common trait with psychics. You never feel part of everybody. You like a lot of people, but you're a fish out of water. So funny story. Anyways, it's like an 85% failure rate. So I'm like, I better study. Anyways, fast forward, I get my broker's license. Then I switch everything from science and art because I was artistically gifted. So my mom's artistic side, which is the psychic side, I have that. And then my dad's side, they're, just the opposite. So I became a stockbroker. And I remember at some point I was told, you need to quit, doing what you're doing. I was in the money business at the time. And I'm like, "Who the heck is saying that?" They said, "Your business is gonna snowball." I'm like, "All right, somebody's, really, aggravating me." I'm like, "That's just not gonna happen." The following week, I go into work, and I could, outcall anybody. There's so many coincidences, and that's when you know the universe is giving you signs, synchronistic coincidences and just oddities. Within a week, I ended up, quitting my one job, and my business started to snowball. Unlike most readers that are out there, my readings can be very strange. I said, Did you just drive by a graveyard? Your father said that." She's like, oh my God, I just drove by where my father is buried." I go, "Well, he's right in front of me. His name is Robert, da 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 da." So I said, "Pull over. I guess we get to do your reading right now." I have no idea to this day.
That blows my mind.
Oh,
Um, I was coming home at like 3 o'clock in the morning from a shift I used to work at a hotel in West Palm Beach. And I remember this person was hitchhiking. And I saw this person. And that person, when I drove by, just stared at me and watched me drive by. And I was like, oh my God, that looks like my aunt. And I remember thinking, she's dead. But I remember I did a Yui and drove back, person was gone. And I was just like, what? And it freaked me out.